Hey everyone, it's Pete from Videoville Villages, and today we're going to be gazing inside my crystal ball to give you my predictions to the top 10 hottest properties in Spooky Town for 2024. So our first piece is not actually a building but a table accident called the Haunted Souls Graveyard. Every Spooky Town needs a cemetery, and here we have one that's ready to go straight out of the box, no crafting expertise required. Complete with gravestones of the crypt similar to those from Department 56, this has got to be a great starter piece for any new collector. Now on general release after debuting as a Michaels exclusive, you can be sure that the Haunted Estates will be selling fast in 2024. Popularity for facades has never been higher as they give the look of multiple buildings without taking up much space in your display thanks to their shallow depth. This nightmarish neighbourhood has just about every classic Halloween icon in it, be it skeletons, ghosts, witches, pumpkins, even the Grim Reaper. Slithering Gardens has a ton of theming options, whether you're going for a New Orleans or Mexican Day of the Dead theme or developing your Garden of Eden, this one has you covered. Snakes are a relatively unused feature in Spooky Town or Trick or Treat Lanes, and this is kind of a cool addition. Another not new for 24 piece is Wikied Wigs. This one was one of my favourite pieces last year because I love the almost neon green glow that you get from the Frankenstein forehead and the bride's streaks. The blockwork is exceptional and has almost an old London type of feel to it. I did see a lot last year about how well the green lit up on some people's pieces. Apparently the paint job wasn't that consistent, so hopefully a year on this has been resolved, but if this is an important feature for you, make sure you check yours as soon as you receive your item. If animated pieces are your bag, then you can check them here at the Haunted Hotel Haven. There's so much going on here, it's really packed out and it'll go great with the Gloom Room or possibly the Haunted Aquarium thanks to the Kraken that's in the pool. My favourite feature is the elevator. Not only do the doors open and the bellboy rolls out of his trolley, but the trick lighting makes it appear that the elevator goes all the way to the top of the penthouse suite and back again. It's time to head back to the farm with the amazing pumpkin patch. Not the biggest piece on our list so far, but this thing is loaded with animation, with scarecrows popping up all over the place. If you're big on pumpkin patches like I know a lot of you are, you're going to want to add this to your collection, and not just this piece, but the spooky scarecrows table accent too. How incredible will this look at night with all those eyes looking back at you? Emerging from the shadows again for 2024 is the House of Shadows. This was my first Spooky Town piece I ever bought, and it's an instant classic in my opinion. It just screams vintage Spooky Town. I'm expecting another strong year for this one, and these were appearing on eBay and Mercury for exorbitant prices towards the back end of the season, as stores sold out and flippers turned the screws. Stay tuned to my channel for a full review of this piece very soon. Before we get to the podium places, if you've liked the video so far, why not subscribe? I have new content coming out every week from reviews, how-to guides, product testing and even more. It's the power of number 3 for the witches residing in the Witches' Coven. Another Michaels exclusive from last year is bound to put a spell on you when it arrives in general release. This definitive witch house has great detail, cool animation and some of the best lighting you will find in Spooky Town this year. I love that they have made the flame green rather than a typical yellowy orange. The design of the coven to me is a quintessential witches piece, more so than all of the hat or cat type buildings. Missing out narrowly on the top slot is the Dungeon of Terror. This was originally planned for release in 2023 but was kept back for unknown reasons, but now in 2024 it's going to be really popular. I can imagine this perfectly among the Bat Bonanza and Web of Terror rides. I'm fairly certain it's intended to be a commercial piece rather than a residential piece, but what will be the most sought after Spooky Town piece of 2024? As colossal as the Phantom himself, this giant is Spooky Town's largest piece of the year, quite possibly their largest ever, clocking in at a whopping 1,978 cubic inches. I think this is perhaps going to be the closest we ever get to a full-on roller coaster from Lemax, and if I ever start a Fright Night theme park, I personally will start with this one. But with all this being said, how possibly was this not the big Michaels exclusive this year? It's because the Lemax have teased us, tricked and treated us with a glimpse to this beauty. I've been wanting a Maltese Theatre for years and I can never get one in the UK. I'm so worried about it not faring well on the journey across the pond, it's always remained a unicorn for me. But then, on the banner of the Spooky Town, stood a movie theatre, finally. There are very few images available on the net to get a really good look at it, and even if you find one on Google and click on it, it takes you to the Lemax website, but the banner has been replaced. At this point the exclusives are still officially under wraps, but Lemax teases us once again with this figure set. Surely the cinema is coming this year, and when it does, it will be massively popular. Having given away one surprise, surely Lemax wouldn't have given away a second one. Item 45217, The Cursed Ruins, appeared on the YouTube channel on the 4th of December, but is yet to feature on their website. Could this be another Michaels exclusive? I don't think so, because the codes are different. The codes generally start with a 3. But this one might be held back for another year perhaps, but I hope it does come. If you don't already have the Skull Cave Quarry, you may want to get it now. Thanks for watching everyone, see you next time.